Project Search.
Hello, it's Danny again. How y'all doing? Some things in life can be frustrating, and frustration can lead to anger. When people are angry, they're more likely to engage in violent and aggressive behavior. At work, violent and aggressive behavior is forbidden. We recently talked about that. But people can't simply stop experiencing emotions when they get to work. What people must do is learn how to manage their emotions so that they can remain productive at work even when something has caused them to feel frustrated. Do you become angry easily? Do you handle your anger poorly? Have you ever broken something when you were angry? Have you ever hurt someone physically or psychologically when you were angry? If you answered yes to these questions, you might need to seek help from a therapist or other professional who can help you manage your anger in a more healthy way before you enter the workplace. If you already have a job and you're concerned with the way you handle your anger, seek help right away. And that would include if you're already in Project Search and you have these sorts of feelings going on. It really is very important to get help for that from a professional as soon as you can. So let's get practical. I want to talk to you all about some methods for self-calming, basically from getting yourself to back away from feelings of anger that might lead to taking actions that are going to have some very bad consequences for you and maybe even other people around you. Tip number one, count your breaths. Breathing deeply is a very practical way to calm yourself down, and you can do it anywhere. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm sitting here in an undisclosed location somewhere in the greater Knoxville area, and I don't have any special tools or equipment to use with this, just me. So here I go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. That worked really well. I'm very relaxed now. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Back to the presentation. Tip number 2, be here now or live in the present. Try to absorb yourself in the task at hand. Think about the sensations you experience when you wash dishes, mop the floor, or prepare food. By focusing on the immediate environment and not fixating on the past or future events that are upsetting you, feelings of frustration, anxiety, and anger will fade to a tolerable level. Well, look at that. So I got a big stack of dishes there to put away. And I cleaned them earlier, so that part's finished. Uh, but if I was feeling anxious or frustrated or angry, I could come in here and get really into this task and very carefully organize all those clean dishes in a way that it'll be really easy later on when I need those items for preparing and eating food. So just a thought, next time you have to do some dishes, if you are feeling frustrated or angry or anxious about something, try to allow your mind to sort of let go of all that stuff and just get really into that task and all the sensations around it. Like, for example, the warm water that comes out of the faucet or the smell of the soap that you use to clean the dishes with. There are a lot of things to kind of occupy yourself, and before you know it, those feelings of anger and frustration are going to come down a bit. Tip number 3, squeeze a stress ball. A stress ball or other squeezable object can be used to safely vent frustration, anger, and anxiety. And it's much healthier than chewing your fingernails. Wow, I have a really important meeting coming up next week, and I'll have to do a lot of talking and present a lot of my ideas to a group of people. And it's got me preoccupied. and a little stressed out. And so oh, hey, look at this. Oh, well, that's not so bad. Yeah. Yeah. I feel better already. Thank you, Squeezy Object. Tip number 4. When you feel stress, anxiety, frustration, or anger building, separate yourself from the situation when you can. Employees are entitled to regularly schedule break times, typically 15 minutes for a break and 30 minutes for lunch. These times are perfect for relaxing and self-calming. You can often find 1 or 2 minutes to briefly step away and decompress at other times as well, but make sure your breaks don't interfere with your ability to finish your tasks. I just finished a big task, and that task had me a little bit stressed out and maybe even frustrated at some points. Now that that task is complete, I would like to unwind and kind of calm myself down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here on a nice comfortable seat near a lovely window with some sunshine coming through, and I'm going to listen to some nice calming music on my earbuds and just have some me time until it's time to get back and continue working.